Stoicism is probably one of the most, if not the most important habit for self-improvement to any man's life on holistic self-improvement. And honestly, without this, forget about everything else. You're finished. Now, a while back, I think about a month back, when I was talking about meditation, I may have mentioned a few glimpses of Stoicism. And I think I can remember saying I'll get back to it at some point in the future. That's now, and we're going to go through what Stoicism is. Stoicism, in simple words, is emotional control. Stoicism is the ability to not be wavered by your emotions. Your actions are not based on the way you feel, but rather the way to which is logical to the situation at hand. You see, there are two types of energies in this world. We have the masculine energy and the feminine energy. Now, the masculine energy is focused primarily on purpose, the mission, the goal, the reason, the why. And when we pursue our paths, we do it with logic. We do what is best for us. Let me give you a few examples. Let's say a soldier going to war, right? Just any war in general. So let's talk about the Russian-Ukraine conflict for now. Soldiers don't want to go to war. Absolutely not. Who wants to? Of course they don't. They're scared. They're terrified. But they're the stronger race. Well, not race. But they're the stronger gender. And so they have to go. No one wants to get shot in the foot. Risk their lives being dead. Just the fear of dying alone from bullets and whatnot, bombs. It's a horrible experience, and normally, and as it should be, as expected, they don't want to go to war. But they go. And they go to war because they have a reason, a purpose, the why behind it. And if they don't go to war, they won't be able to protect and provide for their families. And that will lead them to becoming a vulnerable target for the enemy. And that guarantees their loss. Hence why they have no other choice but to work extremely hard into that field of endeavour. It's simple, effective, and admirable. That's the masculine energy. Now we're going to be talking about the feminine energy. Now the feminine energy focuses more on love, intimacy, connections, people, and whatnot. And the feminine energy tend to focus primarily on emotions, and this is how women are in general. They perceive things primarily based on the way they feel rather than logic. You see, men are much more rational creatures. And this is how it should be, and this is how it's always been throughout the decades of time. But with this generation, we're starting to see a swap in the gender roles. And this is obviously not ideal. So men are starting to become more masculine, and men are starting to become more feminine, and women are starting to become more masculine. And what do you think that does to the dynamic? Households in general, the woman works, the men stays at home. It doesn't sound right to you guys, doesn't it? You see it everywhere. And we have so many negative feminine influences to the modern generation of women. Like Cardi B, Nick the Stallion. They're not very good examples, aren't they? Kim Kardashian, just flashing their bodies all over the internet. And the disgusting lines they say in their videos. What this does is it turns more women masculine than feminine. And in terms of men being more feminine, well, we see that every time in the streets. And I usually tell you this every single time. Whenever I go outside, so I just had a workout today, right? I train in the park. Did some pull-ups, some boxing, jump ropes. Cool stuff, right? Got home. And I saw my neighbours. People looked around 40 to 50. They have children, they go to primary school and whatnot. The first thing they did was smoke a blunt. That's their morning routine. Now, we all inherently know smoking is bad for us, whether we've done it in our lives or not. We all know smoking isn't good for us. So, do you think our neighbour wanted to smoke? Absolutely not. I imagine I was probably going through a lot of mental health things, poor mental health, and that smoking is a symptom of that. So he indulged. He has no emotional control, and so he smokes the pipe. This can pretty much be seen anywhere, in pretty much any country you go to. Because like I told you guys many times, the 9% of people, of men, aren't self-improvement. They're probably extremely feminine. I went out from church, came back from home from church yesterday, and I was also on the bus home. The amount of fat people are so sickened me. Absolutely disgusting. I could tell they had no work rate, no work ethic, filled with estrogen. And I know for a fact I could probably take them all out. And in fact, they don't train as hard as me. I don't even think they train at all. Honestly, I'm certain I could beat those people up there. So these are like 40, 50-year-old men. Just fat, overweight. It was disgusting. I saw this one guy sneezed in the bus. Didn't even cover his nose. Dirty man. I'm going to be off topic here. But in regards to Stoicism and meditation, they go extremely hand in hand. Now, I told you guys about a month ago what meditation is. Meditation is the practice of being aware of your thoughts. The thoughts that flow around through your head on a daily basis. And this comes across as beneficial if you're able to understand yourself a lot more. And with the knowledge in your head, you're able to distribute which thoughts are good and which thoughts are bad. I hope that rings a bell. If you haven't seen my meditation video, I recommend checking it out. It's really helpful because it goes hand in hand with Stoicism. Alright, so you watched that video and you have an understanding of how meditation works. And now we're going to implement that with Stoicism. So now we see what's right or wrong, and we've distributed the things to which are good and bad. What elevates us in life, via delayed gratification, and what elevates us in life, via instant gratification, alright? Now that we distributed it, we simply just act and pursue the hard thing that we all inherently know is good for us. Now, it's easier said than done. I'm saying this because as easy as it sounds to do, the vast majority of people struggle to do this, and it reflects through their actions. Just looking at them in general, through the habits they do. As easy as it sounds, most people, they can't even do that. They don't have the emotional control and discipline to pursue it. And so, the way to fixing this issue is to simply change your identity. You know, the beliefs you have about yourself truly dictate the future of your life. This can be with anything. So, if I were to tell you about Stoicism, which I currently am, and what I just told you about simply pursuing the hard thing, as easy as it sounds, you may get a few recs in, a few days in, but if you still have the belief and the label in your head that you're not worthy of achieving that great thing, I guarantee you're going to fall back into bad habits. And you're going to wonder why you gave up. I'll tell you right now, the beliefs you have about yourself will truly dictate your success in whatever field you endeavor. If you truly believe you can accomplish something, you will ruthlessly dominate in that field. Ruthlessly, regardless of how you feel. It's like me with medicine. Me with working out, for example. I haven't missed a single day. But there may be that 1 week man in the comments saying, oh yeah, there's no way you can miss a day. No. But to the people who train every day, you'll realize that once you actually get into that momentum phase, it's genuinely impossible to stop. You feel like absolute crap when you don't work out. It's not that hard to do, you know. Obviously, it's a skill you learn over time, so you're not going to straight away get it to the point where every day you're to not how you feel, because even as much as I am good with Stoicism, I do have my slip-ups as well. It's very small in comparison to the successes that I have, which is a good thing. Simply navigate whatever field without going in accordance to your emotions. You want to talk to that girl that's too pretty, just go talk to her. What's the worst that can happen? She ignores you. So, just use that as motivation to build yourself up to a higher level so that she'll notice you. You can't really lose there if you've got that bulletproof mindset. You know, usually the things we think our limited beliefs are so stupid, you gotta say out loud sometimes to realize how stupid you are, and that will inspire you to go forward. Like me, for example, I had limited beliefs of back in the day of recording YouTube videos, and that was primarily due to the fact that I was scared of what a few letters on a page of someone across seas who I probably will never meet, probably just a random hater, thinks about me, to what a 10-year-old, 14-year-old would think about me. You know how many people are in this world? And that's what you care about? It's things like that. When you truly realize how stupid the limiting beliefs are, it kind of forces you to go ham. It really does. You want to get that job interview? You want to pursue entrepreneurship? Go pursue it, man. What's stopping you, man? The only thing that's stopping you is your state of mind. I should take my own advice as well. Because on some occasions, I let my beliefs hold me back. Now there's this narrative on the internet that men should become more feminine, women should become more masculine. As we can see in this world, roles are becoming reversed, where good is bad and bad is good. You see it everywhere, all over social media. YouTube drill, UK artists singing about killing people tends to get more views than a holy song about God on the internet. Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, and the disgusting degenerate songs, they actually make me sick. The things that they're doing and they say, literally twerking in the videos, negatively influencing the youth. Conditioning the future women, the future females to become like those sickos. With their poor influence negatively, and it's seen as a good thing. But when you preach self-improvement like someone like Andrew Tate, you're seen as bad. A negative influence to the world. You know, in the Bible, the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, there was homosexuality going on. That displeased God. And so we burned the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. And they're celebrating the LGBTQ in countries like America. I saw like a video of this. They were celebrating LGBTQ. God is against this. Strongly. He is upset. And as much as you want to defend it, try to cancel the person for speaking the truth is the truth. I have no issue with gay people. Absolutely not. You know, God gave you free will and you have every right to do whatever you please to do in your life. Absolutely. I'm not going to judge you. I'm imperfect just like you. But I will tell you that God is against it, and it's not something you should be done. But if you feel that's right for you, by all means pursue. What I'm not okay with influencing the youth, pure innocence, that it's okay to want to change genders. We all inherently know this is bad for us, but there's going to be this stupid part of your brain that's against me. And you know for a fact that you agree with me. The only reason why you're scared and you're arguing against me is the conditioning that society puts onto you. that it's okay to wanna change your gender. That God put you in the wrong body. How can you tell God he's wrong? How dare you, you arrogant little fool. Who do you think you are? You know, there's so much irony when it comes to this because God created you. God is always right, 100% of the time, so I don't know, man. I just find it weird because when I was in year 4, age 8, they were teaching me about sex already. They taught me stuff like this. And for years, I actually started to believe that it was okay to become homosexual. Now, I never had thoughts of becoming homosexual, but I've always, like, at the back of my mind, like, just a natural instinct, I always knew it was inherently wrong. But it was like, the conditioning started to make me believe otherwise. I don't know, man. Something like poison in the eve makes me sick. It's emotional control is really important. Managing your emotion. You should just let it burn. It will build you to becoming a stronger man. There were so many times in my life where I wanted to cry. So many, believe me, trust me. Too many occasions. And most of the time I never cried. I just cry when I get home. I won't cry in front of everyone. The media wants you to cry in front of absolutely everyone. If you're in a relationship, over time, this woman's going to lose attraction to you. The roles are reversed. To me, it simply doesn't make sense for a man to cry constantly in front of their wives. They probably comfort you for a bit. Subconsciously at the back of their mind, the respect declines. They saw you as the man who can handle any problem. And then to just see you break down because of something like that, it's like, and it's normal for them to leave you. It's in the feminine energy to pursue a strong masculine man, full of courage and endeavour. And it's absolutely normal for her to leave. Because what would be the point of the relationship if you're showing feminine energy? She's already feminine. It's like, she's already got that, so she doesn't really need you. She needs a masculine, stoic man. So these two energies can go hand in hand together. I'm going to end the video by saying this. When we don't have emotional control, and the people with no emotions are the most dangerous men alive, these are the people who built up their anger far too much. These are the people who start killing people in public with knives, shooting people, the school shooters. Those are the ones who can't control their emotions. They are the enemy. The pedophiles who can't control their sexual urges, who are so deprived from love, sex and intimacy, and just access to women in general. They have no woman in their lives, and they're guided by their lust, the devil who tricked them. That's what happens. You see all the crimes you see in public, the robbing, the stealing. Well, there are some cases where you generally have to provide for your family, but in general, with all the crimes you see in public, it's due to a lack of Stoicism and emotional control, and it causes harm to our environment. We don't want to be like those men, and my goal with this brotherhood is to attract as many masculine, stoic men as possible, to become respected, to make a name for yourself, build up your value, build up your worth in society. Stoicism is extremely important. A man must control his emotions and pursue his purpose to which God put him in life. To not be wavered by emotions, for that is the feminine and not the masculine imperative. Life is war. there's going to be plenty of days where you don't want to do it. I don't want to train in the morning. I suffer from hay fever every time for the past 9 years, 8, 9 years. I still trained and did my work. I don't want to record this video either. I'd rather jack off. I know it's not good for me, but I'd rather jack off. It's just the way my brain was. Now I don't view myself as somebody jacked off, but I just prefer to do an easier task if you will. I want to play video games, but I'm not going to play video games. I have a family that I need to retire. I have people, you, the men, our brotherhood, who I need to help. You know, I don't want to stick to my schedule today. It's extremely hard. I'm going to do it anyway, because I know long term, I'm going to win. Be on your purpose. Stay strong.